Hello kids. So in this worksheet we're gonna do this beautiful pot using our oil pastels. So for this we need our sharpened pencil, eraser, ruler and a sharpener, and we need our oil pastels, and we need our compass for the scraping, and we need a cotton bud. If you don't have a compass, of course you can use a scraping tool which they will give it with your oil pastels. And please remember to write your name and your teacher's name. And now let's start our worksheet by drawing the four-sided border. So I'm taking the same length as given in the reference image. I'm just measuring it with my scale and I'm taking the same length. So you can do the same thing, or you can even make it more bigger, not an issue at all. Now I'm done with my four-sided border. Let's begin with our sketch. Make sure you draw the sketch very lighter. And now first let's make the circle and the base. I'm just drawing a base line, and on top of it I'll be making a circle. So before making a circle, I'm just drawing a symmetry. I'm just drawing a straight line so that I can make sure that both the left hand side and the right hand side of the object is equal. That is very much important in still life. In still life, for all the objects, you have to make a symmetry and make sure both the left hand side and the right hand side is equal in length and equal in size. Now I'm drawing the circle. Once I'm done with the circle, I'll be making the base nice and neat. And we can erase off the extra pencil marks which we made it only for the reference purpose. So that is not necessary right now. And now let me make the neck and the mouth of the object. So now it is almost done. Our sketch is prepared. And we have to make our sketch lighter as possible. I just made it darker so that you people can see it and have a clear look how I'm drawing. And now I'm erasing it because we need all our pencil sketch lighter. Remember, I'll be repeating this every worksheet so that you can remember and follow the same thing. Now let's begin with our coloring. First, I'm taking my yellow color and I'm applying it to my right hand side. This is where the light is falling. The light is falling from our right hand side. So all the right hand side parts are the lightest colors and all the left hand side part are the darkest colors. So now I'm almost done with my yellow all pastels, coloring it. You have to color wherever it is necessary, wherever the light is falling. And now I'm taking my peach all pastel and I'm coloring it for the left hand side. Yes, of course I'll give the darker shade later, but in between, if you can see, after scraping we can see some peach color in between the brown. So that's the reason first I'm using the peach color, and on top of that I'll be using the brown color, and after that I scrape it and I get a same texture. Now as I told, we will be using our black color for the mouth and the outline of the object. Make sure you draw it very slow and neat because we need a precise shape. Now I'm using my darker brown color, and also I'm using the medium brown. This is the chocolate brown. All the shades of the brown possible. If you only have 2 shades of brown, just take the darker brown. So I'm using the darker brown and I'm coloring it on top of the peach color towards my left hand side. When you're going with the edges or near the border, please be careful. Do not spread the colors outside the border, and do not let the ground color to come inside the object as well, because our object is very much light blue, so we don't want any brown shade in between blue. It looks odd. And I'm just coloring the brown color for the base as well. I'm using the brown color even on the right hand side. If you can see, it is behind the pot. And if you can observe, one main important thing is, where is the shadow of the object? Well, let me tell you, here the object is very much closely kept next to the wall. So the shadow is not appearing on the base or next to the object. The shadow is appearing on the wall. So that's the reason we are giving the complete shadow effect behind the object in the wall and not in the base. So now let's begin with our coloring the object. I'm using the blue color and I'm giving the shape of the object first using my oil pastels, and then I'll be coloring it inside. So as you can observe, the object is being kept very close to the wall, so the shadows are falling to the wall and not the base. Even in the object, the left hand side of the object will be darker and the right hand side of the object will be lighter, as the light is falling towards right hand side. So now if you can see, I have even made the shadow effect next to the object in the wall. You have to be very much careful. Only in the wall you have to make this shadow effect. Now I'm just blending with my cotton bud, and even I'm blending the shadow. So for the shadow on top of brown, I have even used the darker blue. I'm just blending both brown and yellow using the strokes, just making it to blend, and also we need to keep the strokes as well. So it's not like you will just blend it completely. We need the strokes as well, and you need to blend as well. And now using my compass, I'm scraping the background. I'm scraping the background. And you can even use your scraping tool, which is given with your oil pastel. In some brands you will get a scraping tool, but in some brands you will not. If you have not got the scraping tool for oil pastels, you can use the compass. I'm even scraping the basement as well. This is the most important technique in this artwork, the scraping one. And even I'm scraping some part of the object as well. So make sure you get the same texture after scraping. Now let's give the finishing outline of the object. Now it has been done. I have given the black outline. Please follow the same technique and create one and upload it in the Google Classroom. And remember, art is always a good start.